Greetings, I'm Dave Gilmore, and this is Design Intelligence. Some time ago, I was invited by a CEO to visit their firm to speak to the senior-most leadership about the state of the built environment industry, how the many global geopolitical events were impacting regional economics, money supply, currency rates, debt ratios, and lender confidence. I spoke of the layered sentiments across the investor continuum and how development was ramping in some sectors while receding in others. All in all, an informative and optimistic perspective to frame the day's discussion. I was asked to speak about any exemplars I recently encountered in the industry who were leading in innovation, market interaction, and business growth. A half-dozen firms from the architecture and engineering disciplines immediately came to mind, and I spoke of their various successes, uses of applied innovation to reframe their value to clients, and the tremendous growth each had experienced in that prior year. It was then that one of the people in the audience spoke up and said, "If those are the firms you trot out as exemplars, then I question your credibility as an expert in our industry. Everyone knows that firm X that you highlighted is a farce. Their work is shoddy. Their leadership is clueless. No one wants to work with them." I smiled and replied, "Well, there you go. Anything else you'd like to add?" It was really interesting, to say the least. The person then launched an attack on another of the firms I had highlighted, saying, "The guy who runs that firm is a joke. All he's got going for him is a PR machine to make him look good. Architects who get it see right through that firm's game. So what do you have to say about that?" Well, I took a deep breath and said, "I'm sorry you feel that way. Apparently their clients don't. Apparently the award judges don't. Apparently the AIA and REBA and other industry associations don't. But I'm sorry they've disappointed you in some way. But to be honest with you, your perspective is really off." Later that day, I reflected back on that encounter. I wondered how a professional of this man's caliber could so viciously attack the credibility of two of the world's leading firms. Apparently he was hurt or diminished or had lost competitions to these competitors. Apparently his immaturity was more in the forefront than the necessary sound judgment his firm needed. It's never a good or right idea to trash competitors. It will always come back to haunt you. By the way, the balance of the leadership team in that meeting never raised their heads or voices to stop the foolishness of their colleague. Apparently they too had been victims of his viciousness, and instead of stopping it, they enabled it with their silence. What kind of leader are you? Until next time, I'm Dave Gilmore, and this is Design Intelligence.